The action is getting ready here at Stets in St. Elizabeth. The teams greet each other now. They greet the referees as well. And it will be all action from this moment onward. Clarendon College, just in case you haven't heard, they've already booked their place in the DaCosta Cup final, outlasting Manning School 5-4 in penalties. Here are the referees for this assignment. Stefan Dua, the man in the middle. Stephanie Yeesing, Rolanza Bennett, the two assistants. McKenna Brown, the fourth official. They have the charge over the next 90 minutes or so. Here is the starting lineup for Manchester High. Shamar Cormack in goal. Sile Ashman, Rashid Harriet, Damali Essen, Shaquille Campbell. That's the back four. Adrian Campbell, Rashawn Reynolds, Yara Carnegie, Therese Douglas, Jane Bryan, Javane Lindsay. They're coached by Janoy Chambers, was assistant for quite a while, but he now has the nod. Can he lead them to only their second final? The man in the middle, the fourth official there, giving a hand to Rolanza Bennett. The captains now meet. They are being spoken to by Stefan Dua. Enjoy your game, work with the calls we make. Simple message, simple enough. Delane Clark, that for Central High, the captain. Damali Essen for Manchester. All those formalities are now out of the way. We have a quick look now at the starting lineup for Central High. Leon Ricketts in goal, Stephen Hamilton, Anric Gordon, Emery Ayton, Giovanna McDonald, Nathaniel Howe, Shane Gordon, James Dyer, Rajay Lewin, Delane Clark, and Zidane Christie. They're coached by Jermaine Douglas. First time in the semi-final. Against all odds, against all estimation, against all prognostication, Central High, Manchester High, they have a chance now to further the history, the stories of these two institutions. Divergent in history, but they converge to make further history.
And even though it spoke about previous head-to-heads in previous years in 2017, they met on the 29th of October this year in the round of 16 group. A 1-all draw it was, and a really tight match as we expect it to be here.
Stefan Dua sends the proceedings on the way. Central to the right of your screen, brown shorts, white and black tops. Manchester High to the left of your screen. They also have a darker brown shorts, gold and brown tops. It was a bit of a kid clash, and Central had to change their tops, but let's see who gets on top. It's an early throw-in for Manchester High as the game settles in a rhythm or thereabout. Harriet there takes it quickly. Central High, last game was a defeat to Kingston College in the Champions Cup quarter-final. Here comes Manchester.
Manchester has only been defeated once in the DaCosta Cup this year. A surprise loss to Bel-Air by a 1-0.
Nathaniel Howe gets it for Central. Here's Shane Gordon, sends it across. Delane Clark couldn't get to the end of that one. Here's a player to watch from Manchester, Yari Carnegie.
Yep, joint second highest goal scorer in the DaCosta Cup this year. Tied on 18 goals with Mark Lewis from William Knibb. He has a chance to go one step further, Carnegie. And he's really been a standout for them this season. 7 assists to go with his 18 goals. Amazing performance for their number 7. They were flawless in the quarter-final round. 3 wins from 3. It's been a real wow season for Manchester High so far. Semi-finalists in 2009, finalists in 2015. Apart from that, nothing to speak about really until this season. Of course, that 2015 final berth, they lost to St. Elizabeth Technical in the final by a goal to nil. Stets. Dylan Clark, the player to watch for Central High, in his 3rd season experience now, 19 years of age, 15 appearances. The captain, 6 goals and 5 assists for him. When we watched him in the Champions League, he was really the lone man up front, but he looked, in the Champions Cup I should have said, in the Champions League, somewhat the same. Yeah, he looked very dangerous when he had help.
With a cross. All the way across the goal there. Here comes Central. Almost a delightful ball that. Looking to connect with Shane Gordon, but Manchester now have the ascendancy in the park. Reynolds.
Both teams starting out with a 4-3-3 formation. Very modern formation that in football with the idea of wingers, hence the 3 up front.
That's the head coach for Manchester High, Janoy Chambers, who was assistant for quite a few years. Andrew Edwards, then to Vassal Reynolds also. With the departure of Vassal Reynolds, the principal stuck with him. And he, still mentored by Andrew Edwards, technical director of Kingston College. They play in the Manning Cup, of course. But he also has the wisdom of a Donovan Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky's the assistant coach and has really helped him throughout this season. Of course, Donovan Ducky now the head coach at Mobay United in the Premier League, who sits 2nd on the table. The influence he has had, he's taken them for what? They were bottom at the end of last season. So
Shaquille Campbell to take this corner. Headed out. Manchester still has the ascendancy though. Campbell still with it. Sends it across.
Many persons might have their own opinion of Donovan Ducky, and he does get his criticism, but one thing I can tell you, he gets results in the places that he goes to.
Their most recent game, Mobay United, I come from behind a 2-1 win. That's Jermaine Douglas, the head coach of Central High.
He's been there for quite a while. Head of their PE department as well. And in the national setup as a trainer as well, Jermaine Douglas for the Reggae Boys. But a real disciplined unit, this Central High, especially defensively.
They do have the ability to strike from distance, Central. We saw that in the game against Kingston College. Pulled out some great saves from Malik Williams, who many believe should have been the keeper who kept last evening. That's another conversation. And they also had some bombers against Edwin Allen, knocking them out of contention and restricting their season only to the Ben Francis knockout. Edwin Allen. Central, they play in their first semi-final. They have a free kick in the opposing half. Let's see the delivery. High, searching, over the top. Shamar Comac, the man there in goal for Manchester. They choose to play short, but they give it away. Nathaniel Howe fires. Always going wide. I remember being a part of the commentary team in a first round game between Central and Atatius Golding. And to be honest, I would have never expected them to reach this far. But that's the beauty of sport, isn't it? Carnegie now plays it through. Campbell turns inside. Campbell was looking for an outlet. He gets it in the form. Oh dear me. The shot from Adrian Campbell was deflected. And it's guided out expertly by Emery Ayton. He loves that one, Janoy Chambers. Manchester take the throw, get it to Carnegie. Rashawn Reynolds is pulled down. Rashawn Reynolds, of course, was a marquee player last season. Broke his leg against Monroe in the Ben Francis Cup. Has been back, and from the early exchanges it definitely looks like a tricky player. Oh, beautiful turn that by Shaquille Campbell. The cross not so perfect. Manchester maintain their presence in the opposing half. It's a throw in for Central. Stephen Hamilton will do the business. Carnegie now has pace, but carries it out of touch. That again is a goal kick for Central High, soaking up quite a lot of pressure. Central High. Using a lot of long balls so far, Central. That's the captain, Glenn Clark. First 2 seasons as a DaCosta Cup player, would have been a centre half. Hamilton. That one went high and wide. No trouble for Shamar Comac in goal for Manchester. Here's Central. Hamilton to Gordon. Still Central trying to press in the Manchester half. Manchester now get the opportunity to play it out of their half after that call. Here's Carnegie, sends it across. No one to follow that one through. No really clear-cut chances so far. Not being given much room to play even out of their own half. Even from those positions, they do get the chance to do so now. Hamilton punts it forward, seeking to get Clark involved. He's turned wonderfully by Essen. Ashman plays it out left. Harriet. Whistle on the play. Very skillful plays. And number 7, Shaquille Campbell. He's had some beautiful turns so far in this game. Let's see if he can turn it on its head. Here's Manchester. Douglas. Played through Carnegie. He played it out. Here's Manchester. Adrian Campbell. Still Campbell. Brings it inside. Beautiful skill. Gave it away cheaply though. Central now. Van Duar doing his job in cooling down some of the players that are a bit overzealous. Free kick to Central. Taken short. Brings Hamilton, Stephen Hamilton. His cross is poor. So is the clearance from Manchester. Here's Reynolds. Tries to spread it to Shaquille Campbell. Shaquille Campbell, what great skill. Playing through Eric Carnegie. Has to turn it back, finds Reynolds. Back to Campbell. Reynolds. In great territory, cut out by Central. Manchester, they come again. Have been able to weave through the middle of the park. Central not really controlling the middle. Adrian Campbell there trying to go around the flank there, but cut out expertly by the left full back for Central. That's Stephen Hamilton. Lindsay. Reynolds. Carnegie. Back to Reynolds. To Brian. Shaquille Campbell trying to do the chip. It comes back to him. He's stopped in his trap. They are not afraid to dribble, Manchester High, and they're running very directly. And Central still playing on the counter. Dylan Clark, they're going for that one. And CJ Ashman playing it out.
They'll be always playing on the counter, Central High. It's almost like American football. They gain 10 yards here, so they get a throw in here, and then they force a few more players forward. And when Clark gets that help, they can really look dangerous. And when he's a lone ranger, sometimes there's too much work for him to do. He's coming from an offside position this time, even though play is allowed to continue.
That's a good ball for Yarick Carnegie. Cuts inside. Carnegie is forced outside. Tries to play through. Giant Bryan, he gets it back. On his left foot, he strikes. Leon Ricketts does well. John Lloyd Chambers, he loves that one. And Manchester, they're certainly growing in confidence. Here's Nathaniel Howe. Hustled off the ball, or is he? Maintains composure, keeps it. Hamilton, back to Howe. Howe. Loses that call. It's a throw in for Manchester High. This is in the 19th minute of play.
Both teams coming off losses in the Champions Cup. Not a lot of time to recover.
Ashman now.
Central going down to KC, Manchester to St Andrew Technical.
There, he felt it as well. Yeah. Medical team coming on to assist both players from respective schools. Emery Ayton for Central High. Nathaniel Howe being spoken to for this period of tuition by Jermaine Douglas. Stephen Hamilton also there getting some instructions. He's had a fairly good play on the left hand side. For Central on the right hand side, that's where the problem has been. Shaquille Campbell doing a lot of damage there. Alongside Reynolds and Carnegie, they've really been able to penetrate on that left hand side, Manchester's left hand side, Central's right and defensive side.
Yeah, Manchester have had the better of the ball so far. Just saw some lovely shots of the crowd as well. Really rampant now, and we see the shades of brown, as we say, both teams represented by brown, both schools represented by brown, making the travels. We are in the parish of St Elizabeth, Manchester the neighbouring parish, and Clarendon, two parishes to the right, depending on how you're looking at the map. So on the south coast of Jamaica. So good to see this kind of support for schoolboy football, the semi-final stage. And for Central, their first time here. For Manchester, their third. Finalist in 2009, lost to St Elizabeth Technical. Semi-finalists in 2015, they lost to Dintil Technical. They actually went on to the final of the Ben Francis that year to lose to St Elizabeth Technical yet again. St Elizabeth Technical has really been the nemesis of Manchester over the years. In fact, even that year where they got to the final, they had lost to St Elizabeth Technical in the season as well.
Here's a free kick. Can be a dangerous position for a great striker of the ball. Really no trouble that for Leon Ricketts in goal. Very vocal coaches, John Lloyd Chambers. I tend to like that.
based on form, you'd certainly have to be thinking that Manchester coming as the favourites, but we saw what happened in the first semi-final. It was no easy road for a high-flying Clarendon College, who haven't lost all season. They did get through in the penalty shootout, so it remains the same, but they had to work hard against Mannings.
That can give a lot of confidence to these two teams, who still have a shot of playing them in the final of the DaCosta Cup for 2022.
Central will tell you that they win at the right times. They get the important wins when it counts. As I said, the third match in the quarterfinal zone, getting that win which propelled them through. 1 win and 2 losses. That 2-0 win over Edwin Allen, so big for them to get them here. They're a really stubborn team defensively. Don't concede much.
Here's the central. Shane Gordon gets it, plays it back to Hamilton, who sends it across. Dylan Clark, oh dear me, yes, he gets it in! Dylan Clark on the receiving end! And it was almost saved, but it wasn't. And in the end, the number 19 continues his goal scoring prowess, his 7th for the season. And he brings them a goal in front in the 24th minute of this encounter against the run of play.
So often the lone striker up front, but when he gets help is when he looks most dangerous. Nice build-up play. Stephen Hamilton with the assist. And persistence from Clark. Nice ball put into the box, into the business area. How was he free there, Clark, the captain? Well, Manchester will have to work that out. And he was the first to respond to the second opportunity. And boy, didn't he make it count. What a goal. What a start for Central. Again, in the second semi-final, against the run of play.
Is that a pattern that will continue for the rest of the DaCosta Cup? Only one more match after this. That was a very strong challenge. And a yellow card is shown.
Oh, definitely. That was a poor challenge by Carnegie. Let me tell you, that could have turned out another way. He not only stepped initially above the knee, he then followed through with 2 feet in the abdomen area. Didn't make much contact, and thankfully no harm done, but agreed for sure with the yellow card from referee Duarte.
Central punt that forward. Shane Gordon there was offside. Manchester High with that kick. Diving header out for Central there. Looks to be Zidane Christie who did that. Nathaniel Howe. Started more as a left winger. Seemed to have drifted to the right hand side or in the middle of the park. And the lights at Santa Cruz have begun to come out. Beautiful ball that for Central, but he was offside.
Assistant referee Rolando Bennett in the exact position. easy call for him. But yeah, Central High getting more players forward. This is a good sign for them.
Campbell tried to play it out quickly to Tyrese Douglas, but he couldn't keep it in touch.
These games, as you said, the lights on starting 1 hour later than the norm. And already after 5 and we're still in the first half, so yeah.
Less than a half an hour in.
That's what we'll call this a day-night football match, like we have in cricket.
White ball. White ball football.
Stephen Duaz brought back the play. 28th goal of the season for Central.
Plays it out wide to Hamilton. He had the assist to that beautiful goal by Clark. Couldn't keep it. He's offside. There's a Bennett there, waving the flag. Yeah, way offside. All three of them. Dono McDonald there being attended to. Not a great need for a water break per se, because yeah, the sun has receded. So as a lot of the natural light. They have their flags waving in the St. Elizabeth wind. Here's a look at the goal. Beautiful cross from Stephen. Make that from Stephen Hamilton. Great space being given to Delane Clark. Header directly on goal. And he got the follow-up as well. 7 goals for this season, the captain. For Central. Shane Gordon had a beautiful goal in that game against Statius Golding. Has made the top 5 goals of the season so far. That should change, especially from a beautiful strike from 30 yards thereabout from Shaquan Satwell of St. Andrew Technical. Good turn that by Carnegie. Plays it to Rashawn Reynolds. Trying to get Adrian Campbell. He fires! And he fires wide. Leon Ricketts would have been well beaten. Adrian Campbell unable to bring it on target.
looking for his 6th goal of the season. Nice build up here. Reynolds with a pass. That was a beautiful pass by Reynolds. And was aiming for the far corner was Adrian Campbell. Just a bit inaccurate, but that's how dangerous Manchester can be. Only once in the DaCosta Cup have they failed to score this season. And that was one loss they had against Bel-Air when they lost by a goal to nil. That was a real shock of a defeat.
Yeah.
Bel-Air had their best season ever in the DaCosta Cup, making it out of the first round.
Here's Campbell. Under pressure from Gordon. Just to foul Gordon. Central just playing it deep in their own half. Picked there. Here's Reynolds. Zed and Christie there being very calm under pressure. Playing it back to the centre half. Who then punts it forward for Dylan Clark. Lots of wind still. Beautiful touch that from Campbell. Reynolds. Reynolds. Easy to look on the ball. Plays it through to Campbell. Leon Ricketts wasn't even perturbed.
Nice ball again by Reynolds, using the breeze to his advantage there. He knows that it would have just held up slightly. Maybe had Adrian Campbell been a little bit more aggressive with this play, he might very well have forced a mistake by the defense. Awkward landing there for McDonald.
Yeah.
He just jarred the knee there. I think so.
Trying to walk it off. So Manchester with the lion's share of the possession so far, 53%.
And Central with the lion's share of the goals.
Not quite a lion's share. Perhaps a kitten's.
They're a very skinny lion.
They don't mind though.
No, that would be good enough for them.
Here's Manchester again. Carnegie there trying to get around Anric Gordon. Throw taken by Central. Anric Gordon continues to go long. They win a throw in the Central. Ball played up. Manchester trying to play through Carnegie. He gets in. Carnegie. And the follow-up by Adrian Campbell was not powerful enough to beat Leon Ricketts. And now Stefan Duar points to the spot. After
consultation with the assistant.
Yeah.
You could clearly see that Stefan Duar was looking to his assistant. And I think that is a right call to challenge from behind on Carnegie. Good strength by Carnegie here, and just look, yes, that's a definite step into the ankle or the Achilles of Carnegie. And I think the officials got that right. That's an excellent call. Delayed but correct.
Delayed but not denied, they'd say in another space.
And those headsets paying dividends.
Leon Ricketts.
No real argument from the central contingent either. I think they thought it was probably a penalty as well. Big chance.
Carnegie stands over this one from 12 yards. Carnegie. He misses. And they sky it.
Well,
wow.
Anticlimactic. Chance to make it 19 on the season. Carnegie can't convert. The upright in his way. As you were.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper certainly beaten, went to the wrong direction, didn't need to be so exact, Carnegie.
Tyrese Douglas there's kind of the rebound, not really the rebound, the reset. Central survive. As long as they know how to love, I know they'll stay alive. Clash of heads there between those players being attended to. Jermaine Douglas having a talk with Hamilton. The assistant there also very much involved. Carnegie comes across. How much will that weigh on his mind should Central get another goal or it go very deep in this game without the reply from Manchester? Can he redeem himself? So James Dyes there up for Central. He was one of the two players down. So in the 41st minute of this encounter, the second semi-final here in Santa Cruz. There's Donovan Duki in blue. What's on his mind? Ball played up. Shamar Comac does well. Plays it upfield. Henrik Gordon sends it back his way. Not very well cleared. But it's a throw-in. Well, it's a throw-in for Central. Stephen Hamilton will take this one. Sends it across. Clark trying to receive. Kamak had to make a save from an awkward attempt by James Dyer using his thigh. He would mind if it went in. Neither would this man, Shane Gordon. Back to Hamilton. Plays it to the center. Comes under pressure though. Comes back to Henrik Gordon. Easy does it and calm to Hamilton. He's picked. Manchester try to fire it forward, but goes out for a throw-in for them. Carnegie is trying to connect with Adrian Campbell. They weren't on the same page, were they? It's a throw-in for Manchester nonetheless. Javane Lindsay, can he deliver something of worth? But it's played out, or only just, and the shot was always going wide from Tyrese Douglas, who is now in some amount of pain on the ground. He's writhing in pain, isn't he? Natural light certainly fading. How well will the lighting system here at the St. Elizabeth Technical Sports Complex hold out as we approach the halfway mark in this encounter? Those are the lights. But this was a moment that Carnegie could have brought light to Manchester. Look at his reaction. Yeah. He's certainly under the spotlight. Can he provide something special? Well, he's about to restart just on the stroke of half-time, and 3 minutes that will be added on by the fourth official. Yeah, Central sticking to their own guns, using the long balls. Manchester still having the ability to dribble. Here's Carnegie on the left, gets inside. Can he find a pass? Wasn't the pass he was really looking for. And now Central can counter. Clark can't get to that one. It's played out by CJ's Ashman for a throw-in. Central, they'll take their own time as the half winds down. And should Central go through, they'd play Clarendon College for the second time this season. They were both in the quarter-final group. Manchester clear. Here they come again. Well, he's offside. Yeah. Manchester just looking for a bit of quality
there. Touch and go. Remember, this is the third time these two teams have met. They've met already this season. In October, it was a 1-all draw in the round of 16 group. Very close match then. They met way back in 2017, 5 years ago. Manchester won that game by 2-0.
Adrian Campbell trying to hustle Stephen Hamilton, but did well to avert the danger, did Hamilton. Gave away a throw-in. What he'll do with that?
I'd have to say that's one of the rare occasions in football that they... And that's it.
Yeah, that's it for the first half. Stefan Dua has seen enough in a half that has lacked quality from Manchester's side, but one moment of brilliance by Delane Clark, the captain for Central, gives them a 1-goal advantage heading into the break in this second semi-final here in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Leon Ricketts saw a penalty go off the upright, much to the delight of that man, the head coach, Jermaine Douglas. It's Central 1, Manchester High 0.
This broadcast is brought to you by Digicel, better together. KFC, it's finger licking good. True Shake, shake and go with True Shake. Water, land of good and water. And Connex.
It's savings season at Tools!
So come shop till you drop!
For the very best in home decor!
Best-selling restock items!
And new arrivals at the lowest prices!
Specials on windows, doors, sanitary ware, and much more!
Ceramic and porcelain tiles with unique designs!
Vincent on sale!
Savings!
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of Hardware!
On the go? Grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
KFC, still I do it big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SPICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so adapt to your order. We do big things, we no follow.
We still I do it big.
KFC Big D, because big dreamers need a big deal.
Watch your grape escape. Water. Why wait? Hydrated flavor with a touch of grape. Give it a taste. Water. And when you go up on a base, get your water quick now.
It's new.
Yeah, grape. Service, give me a grape. Water. We thirsty. Matter of fact, give me a late. Matter of fact, no time for waste. Give me a case. Grape water for fill up a lake. Ready my shake for the grape. Get the brand new, great tasting, refreshing grape water from Water. Great for the whole family. Grape escape. Water.
into the St. Elizabeth Sports Complex, where we have a DaCosta Cup semi-final action between Central High and Manchester. 1-0 at the half. Central leading. Here are the first half highlights. Things got going. Manchester certainly had the better opening exchanges. Carnegie there with a shot. Leon Ricketts able to keep that one in his grasp easily. But in the 24th minute, a moment that changed the game for Central High. Gordon playing through Hamilton, played through Dylan Clark, who had the presence of mind to follow up on his initial header, beating Shamar Kamak 1-0 for Central. Beautiful header first, and then, was able to get the rebound. But Manchester would continue to push forward. Adrian Campbell here, getting an opportunity, pulling that one wide. You get the feeling that Ricketts would have been beaten. Here, Yarrick Carnegie brought down in the box. Initially, it was held back by the call was held back by the referee, but when he stepped up, played it on the upright. And here, disappointment for He-Man from Manchester High, and that's the action in the half so far. Here are the stats. 7 shots, 2 on target for Manchester, 3 2 on target for Central, 7 fouls, 5 for Central, 7 for Manchester, 1 yellow card for Manchester, 1 corner kick, 1 save for Manchester, 2 for Central, 52 of the possession for Manchester High, but the stat that matters, Central leading a goal to 0. We go quickly to Gerard, who is with the fans in this water break.
Yeah, I'm with the fans online, Dean, YouTube, streaming this game. And our fans, let's head to the comment section. Rajay Smith, he says, Central for my money. Jam Love says, a good kick stills. He was talking about the kick missed by Manchester High's Carnegie. And Pill YT says, personally, I would have missed that. Yeah, Jam Love returned again, said, Chester still not give up so easy. Draco, Maypen, Anna Playpen. Big up coach, Mr. Douglas. That one from Kimberly Bissick. And Andrew Kennedy says, yes, Central High, good luck, Clarendon. And Amelia said, Central, a big side, right there, so 1 Central. Well, Kimani is in the stands somewhere. Let's go and find out where he is and who he's with.
Thank you, Gerard. I'm joined by fans of both Manchester High and Central High. But it's important to note that I find some CC fans that are cheering for Central because they want to see the Clarendon derby. But I'll start with Manchester. You're down 1-0, you had a penalty, you could have scored. Do you think you're going to come back into the game?
Well, we have a good side, and it's a must, we have to come back, because we can't go to Clarendon alone. I may tell you first and foremost, that should have been scored. Any side get that, you have to bury it. That kick, I don't see it.
Well, I have to ask you about your outfit. I see the shoes, I hope you get the shoes. Your shoes are very, very special. Can you speak about the outfit?
Well, it was done by my designer, man called Jughead, otherwise known as the real tailor.
Right, so
I'm telling you, I love my outfit and it costs it.
Right, and you love your school, right?
All the way, Chester, all the way.
Alright, so I have to speak to Central because they're in the lead right now. Speak to me about the game. What do you think about the game so far? Do you think you have what it takes to follow through and win?
Yes, man. Central gonna score again. The match gonna go done 2-1. Central gonna score 3, Manchester 1.
Well, you said Central is your alma mater, right? Yes. Speak to me about that when you went there.
Central, he's a former footballer of Central High as well. So Central all the way, Clarendon College, final, CC, Clarendon Derby, Clarendon all the way.
And with the Central fan, we are going secondary. Yeah. We are play free, so we know what it takes. Ian O on the score. Number 10, Central.
Well, the fans are screaming for a Clarendon derby, but Manchester do not want to lie down. Stick with us here on your home of champions. More DaCosta Cup action to come.
school and always be my school no matter what. Whether lose or draw, somebody have to win, but we are D-Cup.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
Connex Services Limited has been providing optimum support in the telecommunication and networking industry since its inception in 2003. At Connex, we have a staff complement of over 300 employees, providing employment opportunities in 5 different Caribbean countries. We provide 24 hours technical support in solar engineering, network engineering, and equipment rental. Our team of highly trained engineers are focused on building the future for you and your family.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
Jamaica, our land of good and water. How far we've come. What a mighty little island we are. We begin everything we do. Music, culture, sports, food. And just like the sun and everything that shines beneath it, our future looking bright. The youths have big shoes to fill. And water, with every sip, will contribute to education. After all, it takes a village to raise a child. And together, we are what make Jamaica the land of good and water.
Our country, 60 years free, is the land of wood, water, and speed. The kind of speed where as you quint, you connect from one point to the next with lots of coverage in between. That's the Digicel network experience. Working 24/7 to deliver on our promise to Jamaica, land we live and love. Digicel, made in Jamaica.
KFC, still I do it big, big, big. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SPICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so that we are hard and we do big things we no follow.
We still I do it big.
KFC big deal, because big dreamers need a big deal.
Big, big.
Plug into Plus. With Digicel Plus, you get simply more speed to enjoy super fast fiber internet, more features that put you in control, more reliability to surf, stream, and share with no interruptions. Plus, more power with a better Wi-Fi connection in every room to connect all your devices to your smart home. Plug into Plus, the home fiber network that gives you more. Digicel Plus. Sign up today.
What does freedom look like? It's being on the open road, exploring alone or with each other. Go anywhere and everywhere. Discover new paths or rediscover old ones. Why wait? Hit the road. Be free-spirited again. Book with Island Car Rentals. Enjoy the thrill that freedom brings.
Connect Services is here to solve the connectivity problems of the modern world. Our services are broad-based, solar installation.
Final. They're under the lights now. Let's see who will shine brightest. Central, if you're just joining us, in white, brown shorts. Manchester, yellow and brown shorts. Manchester must chase this game if they want to get into the DaCosta Cup final. Here they come. Brian plays it out wide. Adrian Campbell on the receiving end. Drops his shoulder. Tries to play through Rashawn Reynolds. Wanted the give and go.
Good build-up, but certainly not the finished product from Manchester, but the right idea. Looking to get numbers forward, get in between the lines. Central making a substitution. Graham on for Lewin.
Here's Manchester. Carnegie on the ball. Plays it to Campbell. Hamilton was right there with him. And Campbell ended up playing it out. Goal kick for Central. They haven't played the most attractive football, has Central. But what matters is that goal that they lead by. Gordon. Dylan Clark. Played it behind. Punts that one upfield. Manchester they get a throw in as well. Lindsay takes it quickly to Reynolds. Now comes to Bryan. Jaime Bryan connects with Tyrese Douglas. Tries to find the very pacey Shaquille Campbell. Clearance again from Central. Looking for the lone outlet in the form of Dylan Clark. Kamak was calm there. Clark was coming in like a freight train. Essen plays it up.
Interesting clearance there from Gordon. Thought he would have swung it out for a throw. Instead, almost looked like a shot at his own goal.
Would have been spectacular.
Telling me.
Here's the cross. Campbell getting on the end of it, but couldn't steer it to goal.
Nice delivery into the area. This one went to the near post. And the finished product just hasn't been there for Manchester. Not even from the penalty spot. They have gotten balls in and around that 18-yard area, in the 18-yard area, but finishing has not been the best for a team that has scored some 38 goals so far in 19 matches.
Nice flick. Just can get to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it under his control. Finds Douglas. Douglas sends it out to Lindsay. Lindsay still on the ball. Brings it inside. Douglas. Central has certainly been able to remain compact enough to hold off Manchester. Their better moments, Manchester has been when they attacked from the right hand side, especially through this man. Let's see if they use this strategy now. Lindsay now, can he deliver? Campbell was blocked quickly. Nathaniel Howe there doing defensive duties.
Change coming up. It will be Reynolds who is removed from Manchester. Man who was in the thick of their creative play in the first half. He's off. And McCoy Bartley is on. They're number 8. Hasn't scored so far this season, Bartley. His school certainly needs help.
Central tried to play it out, but Manchester, they are able to reset now. They're still coming forward in numbers. Harriet plays it to Campbell, trying to give and go with the man who's just come on, Bartley. Unable to find a perfect outlet. It comes back to Harriet though. Campbell now dispossessed easily by central defender on the right there.
Frustrated by the efforts of his teammate, but I don't think it was a good pass by their number 17. Should have looked to just turn his body a bit and change the play.
Here's Douglas now for Manchester. We continue to try to use the central channel, but very compact is central there. They look to break, but that was broken up by Manchester. 53rd minute of play. Time can just slip away if Manchester does not produce something special. Gordon wasted that one. Well, they're still looking hopeful. They're looking to make another change. Carnegie. He's beaten them. He's in the box. Carnegie. He cuts back. And the referee points to the spot once more.
It doesn't look like Carnegie's going to take this one. But he's earned it yet again. It's the second penalty he's earned. And he gives Manchester a lifeline yet again. Good pace here when he gets away. That's an irresponsible tackle from Gordon. He should have known. Oh. No way you can just leave your leg there. That's too easy for Carnegie.
Hope is brewing for Manchester.
And this time it's the substitute who's just come on to the park. Bartley with a chance to score his first goal of the season.
Can he convert from the spot? Nicoy Bartley.
Barely even broken a sweat.
Can he make it count? He steps up. Bartley. Oh, he buries it. They draw level now. Manchester High, they are back in this encounter. Not that they've gone very far. But he must be a relaxed man now. Genoa Chambers, his team draw level under the lights in Santa Cruz.
That's a top penalty. And considering he's just come on to the park, that was really good composure. And into that far triangle, which is usually a sign of a perfect penalty, even if the keeper dives the right way. Unless he moved early, very unlikely that he will save it. And well, I'm not sure what that celebration is called, but Manchester will breathe a sigh of relief.
First goal of the season, what a moment to get it. The DaCosta Cup semi-final. And you figure that will bring a lot of life to this encounter, even from Central's angle. They've not really been attacking in numbers, but that particular angle might change now. Substitution was made. Adrian Campbell coming off, the number 9 for Manchester. Replacing him is number 21, Jamar Brown, who has 5 goals and 2 assists.
We're now down to full artificial light because all the natural light has gone. Referee Duar just making sure discipline is maintained. Very experienced official, Stefan Duar, FIFA referee. Also a corporal in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So you know, discipline certainly a part of him.
Always seems to have the games under control. Here's a cross, delightful.
Well, what happened there? It almost seemed like that was heading into the back of the net. Not sure who kept it out.
Yeah.
Here it is. Into the box. Attempt at a flick on.
And they substitute again.
Wow. Well done. Bartley scoring the penalty and then making a crucial interception there.
Shamar Kamak was beaten there, yeah.
And I can tell you, it looks a lot brighter on the screens than what we're actually seeing out there.
Yeah.
Very hazy and lots of shadows. And I'm hoping the players are seeing it better than us. But it does seem pretty dark. Did say that this game was starting an hour later than where we would normally start. Usually these games starting at 3:15. This one was 4:15, and it ended up even starting a bit later because of the penalty shootout. The Sportsmax app is up and running. Great to see. So you can watch it live, and you can also see it on the Sportsmax app and grab the replays.
They're seeing the light there.
Yeah. Just about 20 seconds behind. Good representation.
Central now trying to get back into this game on the offensive front foot. Goal kick for Manchester.
And the officials will be certainly keeping a close eye on the tackles, because a lot of times as the lights start to dim and so on, players think they can get away with certain things. You've already seen a tackle coming in on the far side, and referee Duarte to bring it close to that right away. So hopefully it doesn't get out of hand.
Here's Manchester. Looks to be Campbell. Tries to shoot from distance. High and wide. Certainly looks so skillful on the ball, Shaquille Campbell. 4 goals and 6 assists to his name.
You remember, if it's all square after 90 minutes, just like the first semi-final, we go straight to penalties. There is no extra time. Clarendon defeated Mannings on penalties, 5-4. To book a spot again in the DaCosta Cup final.
To Bartley. That was a beautiful ball to Campbell, who is in. He just couldn't finish it.
What a save that is. Campbell in the box, but Leon Ricketts with a superb save to keep him out.
Hope is rising for Manchester. Look at this ball in.
Lovely ball, great take. A slip by the defender. Good save there by Ricketts.
Yeah.
Was brave goalkeeping there. Made himself big. Campbell getting in.
Here's
went
a
for
cross. Oh dear me. Just wide.
Lots of chances coming from Manchester now. They haven't been very clinical in their finishing. And will they rue that? Yes, finally getting a goal from the penalty spot, but they've had quite a few chances in the 18-yard area, and the finishing has not been the best.
Yeah. Play called back there by referee Duarte. Central, well, CJ Ashman being spoken to by referee Duarte, as you mentioned, Chris.
Yeah.
Some
lots of things.
Yeah.
Especially when the players feel that the visibility isn't the best, they will try sneaking things.
They're coming up, Trump. The goalkeeper for Manchester Central. They are fighting. Here's how. Reckless challenge that. It's Bartley. He has done it all. Scored a penalty, saved a goal, got a yellow card. I hope he doesn't go the full mile.
Yeah, that's yeah. The only good thing for him is that his studs were kept low. They were pointing down, but it was two-footed, and I think that's why he got the yellow card. It wasn't high by any means.
free kick from about 30 yards out. He steps up.
Let me tell you. Ball was hard to pick up there.
Carnegie tries to play through. That's Campbell. Campbell. It falls to him well. Still with Campbell. Plays it out wide. And the substitute couldn't fire. Does well to regain the ball. Does Jamar Brown.
Yeah, good defending.
Rides that tackle. Continuing his run. Brown, can he give a cross? Well cleared in the end.
Great defending by Central. They are a hard team to break down, let me tell you. Very disciplined defensively. And they crowd you out, Central. They did just that again to Manchester. Let's look at it there. Not very bright. That's well wide there. And you can just see those are the lights in the background. Not the best here. You can see the darkness and the shadows.
Tell you what, the cameras.
I think the cameras make it look a lot better. Yeah,
they've definitely brought light to this game.
Yeah, we are seeing it both live and on camera. And you can see the distinct difference when you change cameras there.
Yeah.
They need a few more light poles. Was a major concern when they had put this game for 4:10, just based on the time of year and the fact that it does get dark earlier.
Yeah.
And especially with the possibility we've seen at 1-1 of this going to a penalty shootout. Yeah, this light is not ideal.
Here's Douglas. Cut out by Central.
It was suggested as well from a production standpoint that the matches be played earlier. However, Issa as well as the school said, well, they rather to play later. The fact that it was cool and out of the sun or whatever the means, but yeah, we wonder about the safety. Anyhow, good cameras keep things bright.
Yeah, that's why you definitely needed to subscribe to.
Look at that. You can imagine as a goalkeeper looking into that at the background there. These are the lighting fixtures. Some of the bulbs not operational in the poles. I mean, I thought they did a good job initially to even get light here, which they didn't have. But as you can see, there's maintenance needed. Maintenance needed, some flickering, some not working. And I just think maybe a couple additional
So from 5
facilities.
panels, only 2 working fully.
Yeah. So I think a few more panels are probably needed, if not poles. But certainly a good
and
idea
as a
to
temporary
have.
measure, there are options to actually rent lighting fixtures in a sense where trucks hoist them high in the air, and that can provide additional light. Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily use it as primary for like sporting events, but I can agree that additional.
Yeah. Any light would be good here.
Yeah.
Here's Manchester now.
I do applaud Stets though for making the move to put in lights, because I think that's
Central.
Something that is needed more across our island. But yeah, more is needed.
Tyrese Douglas tries to play through Carnegie. He's forced wide. Wins a throw-in. Does Yari Carnegie. Has won 2 penalties. To his delight, one of them has been converted. Here's a throw-in. Good attempt at bringing that header on by Carnegie. Leon Ricketts though.
This was the scoreline a month ago when they met in the round of 16. It ended 1-1. It can't end 1-1 today. Still a lot of time left though, and even though Manchester are the aggressor, we do know the danger sometimes that Central have on the counter, especially if Clark is involved. Central making a change as well. Gallimore in, McDonald out. James Gallimore, 2 goals, 1 assist. Central number 7.
Manchester on the ball. Yeah, they're definitely not holding the ball in the final third as they really ought to.
Nice pass.
Bartley out muscling James Dye there. Great pass that from Campbell to Carnegie. Oh. That wasn't so great. Not in the least bit.
Discussions on the bench. Of course, Coach Chambers is well assisted by Donovan Duki, Premier League coach with Mobile United, helping out this Manchester unit, and no surprise that they have risen so well this season. It's a man who knows how to get results. He's very influential. Can they go one step further this season?
That ball almost got through the defensive line of Manchester from Howe, but it comes the other way now. The substitute giving chase, but played out well in the end by Central through Zidane Christie. In, look to make it easy in the end for Leon Ricketts. Here's Manchester. Douglas trying to connect with Lindsay. Lindsay still on the ball. Putting it back to Campbell. Sends it across. Ricketts had to make a save there. The rebound! Oh my word! Tyrese Douglas there slams the ground in disgust. Was unable to bring it on the target.
Under no pressure there. He's got to hit the target, Douglas. That was a glorious attempt. I thought they slowed it up way too much initially, but look at this. That ball falls perfectly for him. And he's got to hit the target from that range. Some 15 yards out. And another chance wasted by Manchester. They have had quite a few. And Ricketts is down. Did make the initial save thump. It wasn't a strong fist by Ricketts. He would be so happy to see that that was wide in the end.
Donovan Duki there. Very pragmatic, very direct.
Yeah. Saying to them, if you want to win this game, you have to pick up what is happening on the field. They're playing a high line, play the ball over the top into the space and get behind them. I guess what he's trying to say is they are looking to play along the turf a little bit too much, considering they're playing narrow central, because that's what they do. They crowd out the area, get very tight. So he's saying when they do push, just dink it over the top and use your pace. Carnegie, that's how they got the penalty if you think about it. A ball over the top to Carnegie. Carnegie running at the defense line and then drawing a mistake.
Both penalties?
Both penalties, yeah. You're right, both penalties.
Here they go again.
Very strong.
Central through Howe finds Gallimore. Shamar Comac picks it up for Manchester, punts it upfield. Howe quite easy on the ball, plays it back to his defender who sends it way upfield. It's all aerial balls now. Looks to be Christie. How?
Nice pass, lots of space.
Trying to find James Dye there, but Comac picks it up easily in the end. Plays it out now. Trying to run on is Carnegie. He was offside. Yeah, they're all using the Sportsmax app.
Sportsmax app in full flow and real color. There's a tablet size, laptop wise, phone wise.
Here Manchester come. Carnegie. He's in the area. Had to pull it back. Plays it to Brown. Brown couldn't bring it under his control.
Whenever Carnegie gets something hit in the box, you always think something is going to happen. Dangerous player.
Shaquille Campbell there.
He's had a good game as well.
Yeah.
Campbell. 4 goals, 6 assists on the season. 11 goals in his schoolboy career. Shaquille Campbell. Not as good a season this year in terms of production as last year. Last year he had some 7 goals and 5 assists.
Daniel Howe being hounded there by Jaime Bryan. To make the delivery. Can it be special? Clark trying to get on the end of it, but it's played out by Manchester. It's reset now. Dyer. Stripped of possession. Douglas. He's under pressure. Campbell keeps it in play. Shaquille Campbell. He gets the return. Wasn't able to fire. Was this distant? A shot! Jamal Brown there.
He was coming in like a freight train.
Yeah.
Lots of power behind it, but always going over. Brian, excellent work again by Shaquille Campbell though, just to keep that in. Good fitness. Worked hard. Tried to play the 1-2 with Carnegie. I think he's feeling the after effects of that exertion.
Sherman Douglas. You have to buy me a soda.
Decide under pressure. Not that they're not used to it.
Time for the Sportsmax app moment. That's with natural light. Shane Gordon there playing back to Stephen Hamilton, who had a delightful cross to Dylan Clark and had the presence to head on goal, then follow up. A good finish in the end from the centre forward and captain Dylan Clark, bringing Central into the lead. Yeah, that's a Sportsmax app. That was a Sportsmax app moment. We're in the 80th minute of this encounter. Semi-final 2 in the DaCosta Cup semi-finals in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, at St. Elizabeth Technical High School. 10 minutes to go in normal time. James Gallimore there was being hounded by CJ Ashman. Ashman did well to not concede a kick.
Kudos to the officials as well in this kind of light, because it's so important for them to make the right calls and see the different things. Stefan Doar made a big call with the penalty and he was spot on in jaded light. So let me tell you, they are doing a top-notch job as well. It's one thing just to see the ball as a player, but to see the legs, the contact and everything, to see the lines as well. It's been a good performance so far.
Carnegie did well. Brian trying to play it out wide. How now with the ball? Jamar Brown, the substitute, keeps possession. Stephen Hamilton there trying to do the job of locking him down. That header came strongly from Shaquille Campbell.
Good work by Campbell. That was a brave header.
Yeah.
Attacked it well. I think he's disappointed that he didn't get it on target. He got a lot of pace behind it, but he just caught it on the up. He was below the ball, so it was always going to go over.
Emery Ayton there. Slip there from Hamilton. Circus getting a bit slippery.
Yeah, 2 players down. Both Central High players.
I'm not sure who I would fancy in a penalty kick in this particular encounter.
I'm not too sure either.
I do know that they have players who can strike the ball well. Does the Central evidence of
this is the Campbell attempt. I love how you attacked that ball, Campbell. Just got to it maybe a little bit too late, so as you said, he was always going to head upwards. But yeah, good question you brought up regarding the penalty shootout, and as I said, at the end of the day it really comes down to the composure and the ability to manage your emotions. Yes, you'll have players who are technically more able, but sometimes when you get to the spot, all that goes through the window.
Yeah.
And if you don't manage your emotions, your technique is heavily affected. It's called pressure.
Man in school succumbed to that pressure in the first semi-final, losing in the end to Clarendon College.
Another collision. I don't think when the ball goes high that the players are picking it up all that well. And last couple of times they have decided to just go with a leg instead.
Here's Central. Shamar Kamak does well to mop it up.
There's another clumsy challenge.
Not showing a lot of urgency, but just about 6 minutes in normal time. Perhaps they fancy their chances at the spot kick. Manchester High. No evidence of that based on what has happened in this game, but I guess they know differently. Here's Harriet. Harriet gets it again. Campbell. Oh dear me, he was trying to turn, but he turned it out of play. Central High. If they do make it to the final, I'm not sure how many times it has been a final with two teams from one parish in the DaCosta Cup. If it has happened in the past before, perhaps it has.
For sure. As to the number, now you're digging into the research.
Yeah.
What I do know is that the parish of Clarendon have won 23 DaCosta Cup titles out of 65. The parish of Clarendon have won the most DaCosta Cup titles.
Almost a third.
Yeah.
Perhaps more than
more than a third.
Yeah.
Probably 35% or so. And obviously if Central make it to the final, then it would certainly be 24. This parish of Clarendon is a very competitive parish, lots of quality there. Just to give you a comparison, Manchester, the parish of Manchester have no winners. They have never won the DaCosta Cup in the parish of Manchester.
Quite a few parishes have never won.
Yeah.
St. Mary, Portland,
St. Thomas, Manchester.
Has St. Anne won?
No.
No.
Trelawney neither.
Yeah. So
yeah. It might be easier to say the parishes that have won. St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Clarendon. And of course St. Catherine. Yeah. St. Catherine of course have they are in both competitions. You have some schools in St. Catherine that are in the Manning Cup and some that are in the DaCosta Cup.
Just for those wondering,
so they are
until
mixed,
that team.
Yeah, they are a mixed parish.
From St. Catherine, who would have won the DaCosta Cup in the past. Here's Manchester. Passing hasn't been picture perfect, has it for them? Frustration that for Central.
In fact, it's funny that you have mentioned that because Dintil is the only school from St. Catherine who have won the DaCosta Cup. Another substitution. Someone on for Bartley. Well, Bartley is off, the substitute. Came on scored a penalty, saved a goal, got a yellow card, and then got substituted.
I wonder why. Here, Manchester, Carnegie.
Did have a chance to just poke it there, Carnegie. Didn't make contact. Bartley got injured, unfortunately, for the Manchester team. Injured his left foot, left ankle, so he's off.
This game seems to be headed to the penalty kick stall.
And then, so Manchester, it would be really unfortunate for Bartley because you would put him down as another kicker.
Good run this from the number 15 for Manchester.
Yeah, Salmon just coming on.
Shamaya Salmon. It's a biblical twist to that name, Shamaya. Isaiah Jeremiah. Here's a throw-in. Came back to that man Salmon. Manchester still a shot in it. Ashman plays it forward. Salmon plays it out wide. Carnegie. Strong challenge. Wins a free kick there. The challenge came from Gallimore.
Right in front of referee Duar. Easy call for him. Carnegie earns yet another kick.
He draws them well.
Yeah. Not sure why someone though chose to pass it horizontal there. There was an opportunity for someone to shoot, especially on the half volley. And at this stage in the game, in the light, that's not the best. I would think he would have tested out the goalkeeper Ricketts again. Anyhow, good position for a free kick.
Manchester lost to St Andrew Technical in the Champions Cup quarter-final from a free kick converted by Shaquan Satrell. Can they return the favor?
Comes here, number 7.
Shaquille Campbell. Can he fire them into the final? Comes off the wall. The rebound from...
Ooh.
Very, very close there. They were looking for a call, Manchester. The rebound from Jamar Brown.
That would have been...
Carnegie!
How did he miss? Astonishing. How did Manchester not get that into the back of the net? Coach Chambers can't understand how.
He can't?
Yeah, Carnegie, he has missed his fair share. And this is another opportunity. Lovely dink back into the box. Carnegie running on. And just couldn't decide what he wanted to do. Give him credit, it was an awkward height. It was an awkward height.
Here, Manchester comes again. As it stands,
I think this one deserves a penalty shootout at this stage.
Perhaps, yeah.
Both teams have worked hard. Manchester certainly majority of the chances. Central haven't had many, but Central have been stubborn and well organized defensively.
Salmon making his presence felt. Ricketts there. Comes under a strong challenge from Jamar Brown, the substitute who came on for Manchester, the number 21. Manchester. Douglas tries to play it forward. Comes it to Salmon. His pass was misguided. Another opportunity for an attack from Manchester. Trying to steal a few yards was Rashid Harriet. Sends it up. Comes back to him. He sends it up again.
Very one-sided. I'm surprised that Campbell was standing so wide right. There he is just lingering far side. He's the kind of player you'd want involved. Here he is. Look at this. Yeah. That's why you need him in a play, Campbell.
Can he deliver something special? Campbell.
Ooh,
what a challenge that was.
That's a top challenge there. And imagine that, that's the captain, Dillian Clark, the goal scorer, getting back and putting in the yards. And this is the kind of commitment that Central High have, which is why they have gotten all the way to the semi-finals. A real team effort. And the captain being counted.
In some amount of discomfort is Clark, but here comes the corner kick. Over the top. Comes across again. No real trouble that for Central.
Not much time left. Manchester pushing it at this point. I'm not sure if a goal is to come, it's going to be Manchester. All the play in the central half.
Salmon sends it across. Cut out. Comes again. He fires. Oh dear me, just over the top. That shot from Javane Lindsay.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Stefan Dua has seen enough of this encounter between Central High and Manchester High. And the second semi-final in the DaCosta Cup for 2022 will be decided from 12 yards. Manchester, they threw so many numbers, attacking, trying to get the winner, and they had a few half chances, but they just couldn't convert it. The game ends a goal apiece in regulation time. And under the lights in Santa Cruz, another penalty shootout to decide the finalists for this year's DaCosta Cup. Manchester 1, Central 1. Here are the full match highlights. Manchester, they definitely had a better start. Carnegie there with a shot. Not really troubling. Goalkeeper Leon Ricketts for Central High had that one measured. But in the 24th minute, Central High would get the advantage. The ball played to Shane Gordon. Almost fell, but was able to connect with Stephen Hamilton. Delightful ball across to Dylan Clark. Follow-up goal. The captain, the centre forward, the centre man. Very good follow-up there. Central, against the run of play, took the lead. But Manchester, they had their own attacks. And this man, Adrian Campbell, fired wide after getting in behind the Central back line. Another attempt. This time it was through Yarrick Carnegie. He was pulled down by Stephen Hamilton. The follow-up from Campbell went to Begin, but eventually Stefan Duar pointed to the spot, and Carnegie, he missed it. Shockwaves across St. Elizabeth as the Carnegie. Yeah, he fired it into the upright. Central had a lifeline, but they would continue. He would continue getting in behind the back line. Brought down by Henrik Gordon. And the substitute would come forward, number 8. He was then substituted, Bartley, but he converted so coolly. And it was 1-1 after 55 minutes. Very calm finish there, and he does the Griezmann. That one, he was where he became a savior again, Bartley. Off the line, playing it out, and then they would continue to attack. Campbell there got through on goal, and Ricketts stood like a wall. He beat the ground in disgust, did Campbell. Here again they would come forward. This cross coming from Campbell. Ricketts punching it out. Douglas Douglas firing wide. Again, they came forward. Douglas playing it up. Coming into the path of Carnegie. Weird height. Wasn't able to bring it in the back of the net. And that was the end of regulation time. Stephen Duar, seen enough.
Connect Services is here to solve the connectivity problems of the modern world. Our services are broad-based. Solar installation, structured networking, smart building solutions, 24-hour IT technical support services, and more. But they all come with the same promise of quality and professionalism. Contact us today.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
KFC, still I do it big, big, big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SPICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so adapt to your order. We do big things, we no follow.
Still I do it big.
KFC Big D, because big dreamers need a big deal.
On the go, grab your fave True Shake, packed with 9 grams protein, 30% calcium required per day, 24 key vitamins and minerals, 3 great flavors, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan.
Try a True Shake. It's really good.
Quick and convenient meal replacement. Shake and go with True Shake.
KFC, still I do it big, big, big. KFC. Work hard every day with determination. Anything you set your mind to, you do it big. No underestimate your potential. You a real big deal and you must win.
SPICE in your area. KFC with the taste and the flavor. We a big deal, so adapt to your order. We do big things, we no follow.
Still I do it big.
KFC Big D, because big dreamers need a big deal.
So, maybe advantage to Ricketts in terms of what he's done, his level of confidence, the fact that he stopped some telling opportunities for Manchester.
And Ricketts making himself tall.
Well, you asked if he was going to kick, he will be the first.
Clarendon kicked first. And they won. Will that repeat itself? Manchester to kick first.
Hit the upright during regulation time from the penalty spot.
Will he get it right under the lights? Garrett Carnegie, the talisman for Manchester. Can he make it count from 12 yards? Shifts to the left, steps up. Carnegie, he does well. He lifts his team and he puts the pressure to respond on Central High.
I always rather kicking first in the penalty shootout. And you give your goalkeeper a chance to see what is happening, whether he has to make a save or he's ahead. Less pressure too. But Carnegie never stopped coming forward, even after he missed that penalty, kept trying. And that sends a message to his Manchester team as a main man, taking the first kick and scoring.
And Rick Gordon, number 4 for Central, gave away the second penalty. Can he convert his penalty kick? Gordon steps back. Come up, tries to make himself tall. Gordon versus come up. Gordon on top.
That was a perfect penalty. I don't even know if Kamak knew which foot Gordon was going to kick with. I think he had us fooled as well. Kamak was frozen to the spot. That is a perfect penalty from Gordon. right into the far corner, just inside of the far post. That is a top finish. Well done.
It's 1-1. It can't remain at 1-1 though. Leon Ricketts. Javane Lindsay.
Your left back.
Steps back. Can he bring them forward? Lindsay!
Well, not that much pace behind it, but well placed. Ricketts dived the right way, and at first I thought he was in business. He got some fingertips to it there, you know. Did get a minor touch, but couldn't get a strong enough hand. Just enough on it from Lindsay. Well, you just need enough.
This man too gave away a penalty. Stephen Hamilton
also had an assist for the goal. Provider for Clark. So, mixed production.
What will he produce from 12 yards? Stephen Hamilton versus Shamar Comer. Stephen Hamilton steps up. Perfectly placed. Easily done.
Well taken penalty. 4 good penalties thus far. Allowed the keeper to commit Hamilton and went into the far corner. Opened up his body nicely. Very calm, composed, relaxed. Important to relax when you're taking penalties. Shaquille Campbell. Arguably the best player on the park for Manchester today.
All of that can be forgotten. This will be remembered, and it is remembered for good. Shaquille Campbell converts his spot kick.
Lots of power behind it. Ricketts got a good hand on it, but the pace of the kick, yeah, he was going left, got back right, but a weak right hand by Ricketts and lots of power by Campbell. Not really in the corner, but the pace of it too much. Manchester with the advantage.
Nathaniel Howe. Jermaine Douglas.
Pensive to say the least. Looks almost worried. Howe had a very good first half, very quiet in the second. He needs to be loud now.
Nathaniel Howe. How will he kick it? In the back of the net.
They've gone to the same side against Camo. 3 kicks in a row to the left of the goalkeeper. And he's dived the wrong way each time.
No doubt someone from the Manchester bench is using the Sportsmax app and would have heard that. But Manchester.
Ashman.
Ashes to ashes. Ashman fired high. Can Central make them pay for that one?
That wasn't even close by Ashman. Way over. In fact, it cleared the compound. Out of the ground from Ashman, went right under it. Yeah, I think his left foot got too close to the ball as well. Lifted up his head. Awful penalty kick for Ashman. And a real chance for Central now.
I'm not sure what lies beyond that area. If there are houses, one young man just got the ball.
Well, it's a Santa Cruz Square.
Well, somebody just got the ball. Shane Gordon, advantage Central.
They went left side again. This time, come up, dive the right way. But yeah, couldn't keep it out. Good penalty, good pace behind it into the far corner. And now Manchester must score to stay in it. Jaheim Bryan. If he misses, Central are in the final for the first time in their history.
Jaheim Bryan, number 17. So calm, so easy.
Went the right way, did Ricketts, but it was a good penalty by Bryan. Relaxed as well, and now it's all on their goalkeeper, Kamok. Shamar Kamok. He must save this penalty to keep Manchester in the DaCosta Cup.
Emery Ayton has the 5th kick for Central. Number 5 with the 5th.
If he scores, Central are in the final to play Clarendon College.
Ayton comes up big. They went left again, and come up left them in dismay.
Wow. What clutch was that from Kamok? Look at what it means to him. Look at Coach Chambers. Chambers is under pressure. Check the heart rate there of Coach Chambers. He's under pressure. That was a 2 Central a penalty. That was as cagey a penalty as you would get from Ayton. And Kamok comes up big. They went to his left again, and he chose that direction. You're right, they're using the app, Dean.
As well they should.
We're into sudden death. Again.
Tyrese Douglas. It was Gallimore for Clarendon. It's Douglas in sudden death for Manchester. He misses.
Oh wow. That was a poor kick, poor penalty by Douglas. He could almost have dived and dived again on that one. Oh no, no, no. Really bad penalty by Douglas. Central have a chance again.
It's all happening. It's all happening here.
The captain. Why not? Why wasn't he in the first 5?
He's been carried by his teammates.
Dylan Clark. Maybe quite fitting that the man who scored the goal in regulation time and the captain of this team has a chance to send this team into the first DaCosta Cup final.
And he does! Dylan Clark brings history to Maypen and to Clarendon. Central High, against all odds, against all expectations, they have made it to their maiden DaCosta Cup final. A story for the ages. Central High, in sudden death penalties, they have made their more storied competitors. Cry, tears for Manchester. Douglas crestfallen, heartbroken, despondent. So now is the coach, Janoy Chambers. They had a lifeline. Now they must have only reflections of what could have been. Central High though, what a story this is. What a moment for their institution. What a moment for the coach. What a moment for the captain. Dylan Clark stepped up jumps, stepped up clutch. Jermaine Douglas sets up an all-Clarendon DaCosta Cup final, and this moment sealed it. Dylan Clark, the captain, goal scorer in normal time, and he this time went right, and it was all right. What a moment. It has all happened here in Santa Cruz. Central High win 5-4 on penalties. They make their way to the DaCosta Cup final, where they'll face a team that they have played this season, Clarendon College, parish rivals, parish neighbors. What a moment for the parish. What a moment for Central. Still sorrow for Manchester. So many times they've been the bridesmaids, Manchester, falling short at this moment. This moment set them back. Ashman high into Santa Cruz Square. This was a lifeline for them. Ayton went to the left and came up trumps. Douglas went right, but it was wrong. But it was all right from the captain. A captain's knock. Number 19. The boys from Maypen Run, they rejoice. Central High into the DaCosta Cup final.
Standing here now with the man of the match, Delane, and this is yours. Congratulations to you, and you would have scored the goals now, the last penalty. How does it feel being the man to lead in the front and win this one for your team?
It's a pretty great feeling to bring my team to the final. It's a great feeling because this year is my last year, so I tell them I'm going all out.
Yeah, well, Central into the final for the first time in the school's history. What, just put it into words, how this season has been for you and your team?
It's a tremendous first time in the final. The boys are happy, everyone happy. It's a great feeling.
How much do you want to win the DaCosta Cup?
100%. I really want to win this DaCosta Cup.
All right, well, we'll see you in the final.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, that was the man of the match there, Blake, and the goal scorer Clark, Delane Clark, the goal scorer, the penalty winner, and now we talk to Janoy Chambers, coach of Manchester High. Coach, I know how much you wanted to win this one. In the end, coming out on the losing end, but credit to the boys.
You know, the boys played an excellent game. You know, second half, brilliant. All the thing that was missing was finishing the chances, you know. We should have killed this game off easily, you know, but it's just one of those things, you know, football for you.
Yeah, how crucial was Carnegie's miss in the first half?
Honestly, the miss in the first half was not a big deal because in the second half we created loads and loads of chances, clear-cut chances. But again, it wasn't already, it just wasn't meant to be, you know.
Yeah, well, in your words, how would you sum up how this season went for Manchester High?
You know, words can't even express this season really, because at the start of the season, I wasn't even thinking of being a head coach, you know. But circumstances, and here I am, you know, storybook something, but we have to just come back bigger and better, you know.
Well, one last question. How do you get the ball now back in the frame of mind to know that this is not the end for them?
Well, I guess a lot of psychology has to go into it. because, to be honest, the better team lost. And that's not an easy pill to swallow. So myself, the coaching staff, management, or psychologists have to do some extra work, because even me, it's a rough one, so you can't just imagine them.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And that was Coach Manchester High, taking over just 6 days before the official start of the DaCosta Cup season. Now, we talked to Jeremy Douglas, coach of Central High. Coach, when we spoke, you said that you're taking it game by game. You're final now. How do you feel?
Well, I'm overjoyed. I'm happy for the boys especially, and for the community, for the entire Maypen, for Effortville, all the surrounding communities. I'm just happy for these guys. They have worked hard and they are deserving of what they are getting.
Yeah, your goalkeeper was sent the wrong way in a penalty taken by Carnegie in the first half. What made you stick with him for the penalty shootout?
Well, he has been doing well for us all season. He has really had a bad game, I think, all season. And we believe in him. We know what he can do. And once you believe in him, give him the confidence, he will deliver for us all the time.
Were there any moments of panic throughout the game for you?
Yeah, the game was a bit up and down for us. Tactically, I don't think we played a good game. It wasn't easy on the ice either. I thought we started poorly. Then we made some adjustment, got the result. Immediately we got a goal. And then the guys kind of lost their shape a bit. But in the end, when you're in a semi-final, performance is good, but it's the result that matters. And we got the result today.
Yeah, well, you have a big moment in history coming up in the DaCosta Cup final when you face Clarendon College. What is going to be the mindset for that one? Of course, you want to win, but how do you plan to do it?
Well, it's a Clarendon derby. We'll allow the guys to celebrate this evening. Then we'll look at what we did today, look at what we have been doing all season, look at what Clarendon College have been doing, and then we prepare for them as we have been doing all season, game by game.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the DaCosta Cup final.
Thank you.
All right, so the Champions Cup on Sportsmax 2, live Saturday 4 p.m. 5 ECT, St. Andrew Technical versus Jamaica College. Then 6 p.m. 7 ECT, Clarendon College versus Kingston College is the Champions Cup semi-final on Sportsmax 2. The Manning Cup final on Sportsmax, Jamaica College versus St. Andrew Technical, December 2, 6 p.m. 7 ECT. And the DaCosta Cup final on Sportsmax, December 3, Clarendon College versus Central. So that's how we wrap up here from the St. Elizabeth Technical Sports Complex. 1-1 after regulation time, 5-4. Central beating Manchester on penalties, making their way to their first DaCosta Cup final. It all happened here, and this is where we say goodbye from Santa Cruz.
I need a weapon.
Team match, let's go.
First point for the red team. Okay. Cover me! Reloading! I got supplies. Dead! Cover me! Killing spree for the red team! Okay. No. Killing spree for the red team! No. The red team is in the lead. Nice shot! No. No.
Be careful! You're losing the game.
The blue team doesn't have a lot of time left. No mercy!
Red team victory! Team match, let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time! Killed! Watch out! Watch out! Killing spree for the red team! Reloading! Watch out! The red team is in the lead. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Be careful! You're losing the game.
The blue team doesn't have a lot of time left. Clear!
Red team victory! Team match. Let's go.
I need a weapon. The blue team has scored for the first time. Reloading! Cover me! I got supplies. No. Target down! Clear! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Marked a location. The red team is in the lead. Expired! Cover me! Reloading! Marked a location. Marked a location. No. Killing spree for the red team. Killing spree for the red team.
Be careful. You're losing the game.
The red team is about to win.
Naman.
Red team victory.
it.